Good evening, YouTube. What the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage here, or in this case, heir of Cao Cao, and we are going to continue our legendary quest for beef. We're doing pretty good, I think. I know it's probably one of the easiest legendary campaigns, at least according to the game, saying that the start position is very easy. Maybe it is. I haven't played enough different campaigns on Total War 3 Kingdoms to really be certain of that. Though, I mean, you do have to defend yourself from a lot of directions. But the land here is pretty worthwhile, and as you can see, we are doing pretty well for ourselves at the moment. We are making a solid income with 2 full armies, basically, in Total War 3 Kingdoms, and we just picked up this trade port. So we now have some settlement here. I think we are ready, actually, to begin a war with Sunjian. Here he is. So he's got control of the small city here at Yangzhou, and the toolmaker would actually be worth a fair bit. If I capture those, then I completely control Yangzhou. And Jianye here is also controlled by him, as is the copper mine, and then Liu Yao here. I wonder in diplomacy if we know anything about him. The Duchy of Wu, he calls himself. We shall see. Liu Yao. So no, he is not necessarily...
Greetings.
Yeah, I mean, nobody really likes him. If we trounced him, I don't think it would be a big deal in the grand scheme of things. I want to try and take whole provinces where possible, so that we can keep a proper balance of things. Well, I'm not trying to compromise, Cao Cao. I'm not trying to compromise. Alright, looks like the replenishment is quite good for us at the moment. Quite good. We've got a lot of cash on hand. And you guys know what we got to do with cash. It doesn't stay. We don't keep it for long periods of time. We're going to use it, are we not? We could probably afford to put out a little bit of that on food. Let's keep pushing up our income. Runan, yeah, just more income. Start here with the lower tier building first. Gives us 5% more income from industry. Pinchang, let's see, 100% food production. We got farmland there. Government support, land development +1 food, and that'd actually be +2 food. Let's go with this. Our public order is not great there, but it's not awful either. We could be in a lot worse shape. I'd like to have that farmland, but it's in the hands of Gongsun Zan. And not really keen to have a war to my north. Plus, I think he's relatively friendly to us. So I'd like to have another farming province over here. Jiangxia? However you say that. It would be one potential target. It's to our south, and I think that these folks are relatively hostile to us, if I remember right. They're actually fairly neutral, surprisingly. It's Liu Biao. Still hates me. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of farmland near my borders. We're not desperate for food. It's just that you always want to have lots of it in these campaigns. It tends to be quite helpful. See what we can do in some of these other provinces here. We have some places where we can produce more food, so we might as well. Since that's what I'm looking for anyway. I don't know if that building's going to be particularly useful to me in the long run, but we'll see. All the income is certainly nice. And we want to use that money wisely to continue to build our strength and economy here so that we can support more troops in case we end up in a larger war, which we absolutely could with the right set of circumstances. In fact, we could end up in that set of circumstances very quickly. And it doesn't hurt to have some cash on hand and some solid income that's not dependent on diplomacy. Now, what is happening here? You hear a tale of boundless courage in your ranks. One of your rides bravely to the aid of a friend who's moments away from death's cold touch, weathering many blows to defend their comrade. So, they gain a relationship, but I get Ping Ji wounded? Really, CA? Thanks. I guess I'm glad that they're better friends now. Thanks, Lady Beyonda. Jumping to his defense from what? Nobody knows. By the way, I switched the unit cards. I was giving this a shot. And I am using Warner's reskin, his unit reskin. That's the only mod being used in this campaign, and it just reskins slightly some of the units. It does not change statistics. This is still a legendary campaign. That hasn't changed. So before y'all accuse me of cheating with mods, I have not. There is no mod cheating. Ooh, what have we here? Cataphracts, you say? Cataphracts it is. Tribal horse trader. So it unlocks that building. I would really like to have cataphracts in an army. Like, a lot. Who can recruit said cataphracts? Oh, it's tiger and leopard cavalry. It's not the right one. I thought it was cataphracts for a minute. Don't get me wrong though, that tiger and leopard cav is pretty dang awesome. Pretty dang awesome indeed. No. I didn't mean to hit the wrong button. Alright, let's see if Shai Ho Yun can recruit these. He can. That is so annoying that he can recruit them and Cao Cao cannot. So he can get the heavy cataphracts. I wonder if they're better than the tiger and leopard cavalry. And this is where I hate these unit cards. They're not very good. Toggle comparison mode. Okay. I want to compare it to... I mean, this isn't the exact one. This is not the heavy one. Wait, what? No. Let's toggle the unit comparison again. No. Easy. Air's gonna get it right here in a minute. Alright, pin this one. Toggle the unit comparison. And I guess... There we go. So I guess the compared unit is the one on the right? Yeah, because that one's pinned. 38, 101, 38, 42. Yeah, okay, so the compared one is on the right. And then I hate these, like, because I can't tell what these are. Morale, hit points, charge bonus, attack. Alright, so hit points are the same. Morale is slightly lower for the cataphracts. Charge is lower. Attack is the same. What's this little swingy sword? Damage at base and damage at armor piercing. And then melee evasion. So base damage is the same. Cataphracts deal more armor piercing. And then the evasion is lower for the cataphracts. Looks like there is shield defense, like evasion, I'm guessing. With the tiger and leopard cav, that shield isn't present for the cataphracts. The cataphracts have 53% armor as opposed to 20%. And they're slightly slower and have less block chance. What is the, this one? Armor, shield. Okay, that one's shield from armor. This one's shield, block chance, speed. And that's just the medium tiger and leopard cav. I wish I could... Here, let's hit show unavailable so that maybe I can compare... Yeah, there we go. This is what I want to do. Because I have that heavy tiger and leopard cav. that heavy tiger and leopard cav looks very similar, other than morale, to the other one. So the attack rate is the same, slightly more base damage and armor piercing damage for the cataphract. Same story here, basically. But the cataphract is actually slightly faster than the heavy one, albeit just very moderately. So I mean, it seems like my tiger and leopard cavalry, other than a little bit less damage, is more survivable though than my cataphracts because of the melee evasion. 25% melee evasion is good, especially up compared to 0%, so I almost think I'm better served, in a way, by the tiger and leopard cavalry. I'm going to compare this to the Gian Sword Guard cavalry here. Now I'm curious, too. So higher morale for the tiger and leopard cav. Hits harder on the charge. I think that's a higher attack rate, right? See, I hate these. Yeah, the attack rate is higher. Base damage is the same. Armor piercing's the same. Looks like melee evasion. Base and from shield. Essentially a little bit in favor of the tiger and leopard cav. Armor slightly in their favor. Interesting though, the block chance is much higher on the sword cavalry, so I guess that makes them specifically good at charging towards archers to kill them. That's a specific use case that I can understand there. That makes sense. Yeah. And it's even really good on this cheaper unit too. Yeah, I mean that's a specific use case. That makes sense. I've got so much cavalry in this army.
My lord, you have my service.
Sorry, I'm kind of thinking about what I want to do next with some of these units. Peasant band? No thanks. No peasants required. Some part of me wants to put that heavy tiger and leopard cav. See, we got some hidden axes. I don't know. This army has been fine for now. I almost wonder if these archer militia are really of any benefit to me. They are if I have to burn down towers. Other than that, though, they're pretty heavily useless. Let's do a quick comparison, though, on this unit versus the spear guards. Roll the veterancy on my existing unit. Looks like it's making it slightly better in terms of morale than this heavy spear guard, but I'm guessing that that changes over time. Hit points are same. Charge is higher for the spear guards. Attack rate slightly better for the ones I have. Damage stays the same. It looks like you're just getting well, I don't know what you're getting here. The spear guard seems worse in so many ways that doesn't even make any sense. Did I pin the heavy spear guard? No, the medium spears are the one that's pinned. And I'm comparing. Right? Alright, the spear guards. 34, 45, 17, 34, 45. Yeah, the spear guards are on the left. The medium spear guards. The heavy spear guards are on the right. It looks like they have better melee evasion and lower melee evasion from the shield, which is weird because the shield is huge. Yeah, they get a 20% and the spear guard only has a 15. What? Unless that ranks up with skill. Doesn't make any sense. Like, look at that fancy looking shield on the heavy spear guard. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a campaign, I'm doing this. This is really weird. The heavy spear guard just doesn't seem like it's worth it. Unless I'm just really missing something important here. Like, there's a stat not being shown, like a higher bonus versus large. I mean, there's just really not a lot of purpose to that unit other than me paying more upkeep. Quite a lot more upkeep. Very, very strange. Sometimes the unit balancing in this stuff, I don't get it. Reform trees. Do not have enough rank to access. Reform trees, reform trees. Well, we need to unlock a bunch of these units because I feel like we're using the same units over and over again. Okay, alright, well, we'll use our reform tree and try and unlock some units. So we can have some fun with different units. Shall we? Yes, we shall. This army is not full.
I answer to your request, my lord.
Woohoo. I'm gonna get a leopard cavalry in this army. And then let's hit the recruit button. G militia is really good stuff in this game. And might provide me, you know, another unit to potentially do some anti-large work. Kind of complement some of my other infantry. Let's grab that G militia. I'm going to take this unit and swap it for a sword guard cavalry. And that way I can put in some more leopard cav. I still would like to have 4 cavalry units. If I have 2 to clean up enemy cav and 2 for archer cleanup, that kind of makes sense because the block chance on these sword guard cavalry is really good. Like, really good. I kind of feel like that should be their main use. It's going to cost me quite a bit of upkeep, but I feel like that'll give me some flexibility in that army to take down enemy skirmishers very well. And let's go ahead and end this turn. I've spent enough time jabbering on here, but you know, sometimes that's how you learn these things. You got to take your time, poke around a little. Is that Lu Bu?
We would not be your enemy.
That is Lu Bu. Liu Yao. I was just thinking about killing you. Funny I should see you here. Funny you should show up. You were the topic of conversation not long ago. Yeesh, yeah. You know, I can't promise it.
We abide by your choice.
Yes, you do. I'm glad you see wisdom. Alright, where's Boo at? And I'm pretty sure I'm at war with him, right? Okay, Boo is way over here, so he's not really a collectible at this time. I would like for him to be, but he's not. Hey, speaking of, while we got a bunch of money, let's hit the court here. Zheng Quan. This is the legendary strategist that we have here. Age 42, manipulator. Disregards honor, disregards trustworthiness. Well, that doesn't make you sound very useful to me. -3 public order, faction wide. Well, only if he's a prime minister, so that's good. I mean, this guy just doesn't seem all that great. Am I missing something? Current retinue. Attrition to immunity attrition. He's got this inspiring. I mean, I really don't like strategist as is. I wish it would show me what they can recruit. Special units, no special units. Crossbows, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sold. Let's check out Zhang Jin here. I don't have need of another army yet, but we might want to keep one of these guys waiting in the wings so that someone else can't get him. Again, there's no specialty units here. Got himself an heirloom spear. Let's pin him up here and look at some of these. Relations traits. Enable scare. High on instinct. Guerrilla. +5 expertise. Supports war. Just kind of trying to check out everything I can. See if these guys have anything that's just downright amazing. Dongji. Let's look at his past loyalties. The Han Empire. Gives a little bit of extra campaign movement range, line of sight. Capturing enemy officers. Got all kinds of folks down here. Let's see, fatigue resistance, reserves, +2 public order. Hamstrung, G militia. I do wish it would show you what they could recruit, but I suppose that I could figure that out by looking at my own here. Crossbows, immune to terror. Yeah, I mean, I'll work on some of these maybe a bit later. I don't feel like that we really need to recruit them right this moment. I'm gonna see if it's...
What could a traitor have to offer me?
Well, you know, it's funny you should ask. War is what I intend to offer, actually. I don't know if this is going to cause me any extra penalty. It very well could. He is allied with Liu Biao. So we could get attacked on our western flank for this. It would be so good if I could keep him busy with something else.
Not you again.
He has a lot of wars going on right now. Dongmin, Han Empire, Liu Yao, Yellow Turban Rebellion. None of those are super close except for Dongmin, so I don't know how likely it is that Dongmin is like actively invading his lands. It's unfortunate. Okay, now Duchy of Wu. Alright, let me think about this for a minute. Salt mine and the copper. I think the copper mine is just right down here. So I could pick up this province in its entirety, but that would be difficult to defend in the future. This trade port is actually worth quite a bit of money to me. Ooh, I gotta think about how to play this. Lumberyard and fishing port. I mean, there's a lot of land to be had from Sunjian. I could probably afford another army. Do I go ahead and hire up a few of those legendaries? I kind of think we should. And just keep the army here to, and maybe we go for one big swath here. One war to rule all of them. Let's go look at our court real quick. We have a sentinel, and I believe he's not the factionaire. So Sao Rin, Sao Pai. We don't have Pai in. Is he out on assignment right now? Ooh, he could be out on assignment. This character is a distant relative. Yeah, he's out on assignment. I wonder how much longer his assignment will last. Because as a factionaire, it might be good to get him in on some battle action. And then I would only end up having to hire maybe one other legendary character of our choosing. Alright, Sao Pai has 3 more turns of tax collecting. 50% income from peasantry is not bad in Qin. It is in fact rather nice. Let's go and get that assignment. And you know what? If we hire, I got an idea. They might be able to pay for themselves and then some. Because 50% income boost in Qin is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. So if we go in here to the court, as long as she doesn't have insane aspirations for court, which I think you can see. Fatigue resistance, empire, officer, instinct, faction morale wide. Good, good, good. I'm not seeing anything here that makes it look like she's like super power hungry. Because if we recruit Kang Qingming here, we can probably use her for that same assignment that Cao Pai was just on. Cao Pi. However you say it, Cao Pi, probably. Bring her in. Put her on assignment. To get that money still. And then we build the army. Dang, I just put Cao Ang on assignment too. And it would be nice to have the champion, so it'd be champion. Leader. And then Cao Ren. Yeah, that would be good. So we need to actually take Cao Ang off of that assignment. Let's see if this guy has any bad traits for cost more to recruit. Public order, resolve, instinct. Wei Huang. What was his past loyalties? Han Empire. Let's recruit him too. I know it's gonna cost me a little, but let's see if it works out right for me. Actually, let's recall Cao Ang. I'm gonna put this guy on assignment. And our other new lady, is she not able to take assignments here? I figured she would be able to. She's not able to take assignments right now. Dang. It may be because my other character hasn't come off assignment yet in Qin. Let's pick a different one. Yeah. It's because the other one hasn't come off of the assignment in Qin. Okay. Which means that next turn, we would be set for this. Let's go ahead and end the turn. I've spent quite a bit of money on this one. And let's get our army set up. That doesn't really seem like enough money. I mean, in the past you were giving me a lot more, Lu. Woohoo, Dongman's got some nasty armies up there. Okay. Let's let the scheming continue. Let's let the scheming continue. Alright, so now assignments. We're going to put her on assignment. Okay, good. Assignment made. And that also has buffed up my food a lot. So now we're going to raise an army. I'm going to put Cao Pai in charge of it. He comes with a mounted saber militia. And it looks like a saber infantry. Not great.
Meditate on peace. Prepare for
Cao
war.
Ren.
We are as one.
And Cao Ang. We definitely want a champion in here.
China is people,
Okay.
not its oppressive warlords.
Restore authority.
Move over here to the Qin farmland. That's gonna cost us. Let's save a little bit of money for one more turn.
Chaff must be promptly excised.
Yeah, I think this puts us in a good position here. I think it does. Could be wrong. Let's see if we can cheer her up a little. I've given away like a whole bunch of my followers and other things that people have been asking for. That probably wasn't such a good idea. Now I have nothing good to give her. +6 satisfaction. Anybody beat +6? Oh, it has authority too. That's actually really good. Expert of farms. It's a strange set, but not much I can do about that at the moment. Don't really have any better weapons for it at the moment either. Let's give her some match Jian. And the armor is pretty much all the same as well. Yep, the one she has on is better. Okay, that's all I can do for you right now, lady. Grudge against the lighting? They were dissatisfied as a general. We'll change that. You'll get a chance to fight for your new lord. Fight and win, I should add. Speaking of win, we need to win a battle. Make some progress this episode rather than just Heir exploring his options. But you know what? Sometimes that's what we do. I thought we were friends, Liu Dai. I thought we were in a coalition together, bud. Did you leave the coalition? I think they did. Yeah, because my allies are Gong Yu and Zhang Yan. So I think our coalition kind of broke up a little. Okay, as long as we don't have enemies up to the north of us, is the diplomatic status attitude. Nah, we don't really have any enemies to the north. No one up there is really particularly ticked off at us. And I'd like to keep it
Your
that way.
wisdom reveals a kindred spirit.
Reach and reach still farther.
Coalition became a military alliance. Oh boy. So, a military alliance between Liu Bei and Gongsun Zan. Coalition with Liu Bei left by Kong Rong, Gongsun, and these two. Alliance formed. Alliance formed between Liu Bei. Holy crap, these people just really formed up. Coalition left by... They had Dongmen in a coalition? Okay, the people to the north of us are significantly powerful now, and we are not really a part of it. In fact, Gongsun Zan is at war with Zhang Yan, who we are allied with. Oof. It's a relatively kind situation in the north. Feels like it could be souring. We want to keep these factions happy, and they are pretty dang happy with me right now. This is good. I'd say the least happy here is this Yuan Tan. They don't really have any allies, though they are trading with some of these other...
A joy to see you.
Manipulate in the positive.
A sign of good character.
Use some of our reputation to make sure these folks stay happy with us. We want to keep it nice and green up there for now until I have enough power to face down this coalition as needed.
All must unite.
Remain resolute.
This is definitely going to strain our economy. Let's see here. archer militia. Oh, it's gonna be so expensive. I feel like it's kind of necessary though. I don't think we need any sword guards. We're not going to need any infantry that heavy. In fact, I think that G militia is going to be as cost effective as anything in the front lines of this army. And it's cheap. So that allows me to fill out an army pretty quickly. Skill points available. Okay, her resolve is through the roof. Ooh, tenacity of steel. Tenacity of steel would be very nice. It's gonna make her very powerful as she sits in melee. Alright, let's end our turn, and now I think we're ready to declare war. We've got our new army moving into position. We could swing over.
A more attractive proposition than eradication, no?
Why would I become your vassal? If I need to go to the war to the north, Gong Sunzan, I will.
Your decision.
Watch it. Turd. Got my eyes on you. Just because you have some allies doesn't mean I'm helpless. Vassalized Lu Jiang. Okay, these guys are getting strong up to the north of me. And they are going to be land hungry. I gotta take a hit to my treasury because of this stupid thing. Alright, that's okay. We've had worse happen.
I feel refreshed and holy.
I'm gonna kinda keep pushing towards the border with you be out, because we're gonna be at war with them the minute that we do this.
Outwards and
I should go ahead and get moving this direction as well. So be in good striking position.
China's plight demands merciless action.
We have issued a declaration of war. Looks like I'm required to build a piece of siege equipment.
Mercy.
Hopefully we've caught Sun Jian in a bit of a quandary here. But all I need from Yangzhou is the toolmaker and the small cities. This will be a very easy grab to secure a province. We'll hit the salt and the copper mine to take it, and then see if we can get a good beat down on one of his armies, and then force him into a brokered peace.
It is this or extinction.
What? What? We will become the vassal of the... Okay, that's funny.
You chose poorly.
You're hilarious, Soon. Yeah, you're hilarious. Let's see you make good on that. Come on. You're hilarious. That's Soon. He's a joker. Holy vassal. Liu Bei is on a stinking string of vassalizing people. Oh, he just declared another war. Sucks for him. we've destroyed the walls. Sao Pai. Wish I had some good weapons for you, pal. You're gonna have to go earn them in combat. Range block chance for cavalry. That would actually be pretty handy. Discipline for own retinue. Charge speed. Mighty knockback would also be good to get to. Don't worry about the public order. Range block chance for cavalry or the mighty knockback. I mean, authority is definitely more helpful for my character and for the faction. I see that just bumped my satisfaction rate. Even if it's just by 1 faction-wide, it's still pretty nice. Oof, enables guerrilla deployment. That would be nice too, albeit not necessary. And I think the fish is the best thing for now. What's his age again? 21. Oh, he's quite young. Alright, the Beef Lord is in position. We shall delegate this battle.
My ambition is coming to fruition.
They gave me way too many casualties on some of these units. That freaking delegate garbage. Let's occupy.
Taking the settlement.
We are replenishing rather quickly, though. And I don't see the Tiger ready for a counteroffensive. I think we have caught the Tiger with his pants down here.
For China.
We did not immediately end up at war with Liu Bao. I feel like he is so treacherous, though. He is very likely... I'm gonna keep moving towards his border, and I may go ahead and declare that war on him. This city and that jade mine could provide me with some very nice income and a resource, and put Liu Bao in a serious hurt. Shaihu Yuan? Let's see here. Final rush. Enabled if battle outcome decided. 50% speed, 50% charge. How do we know the battle is decided? Is it like a power bar thing? It's very interesting. Haven't messed with that much yet, I must say. Let's look for some unit unlocks as we're down here. Let's see. How do we pin this? Spear warriors. Meh. Moderately exciting. Repeating crossbowmen. A little more exciting. This is yellow dragons. That must be saber? Saber infantry. Pearl dragons. Onyx dragons. Light bow infantry. That one's gonna be G, heavy G infantry. G infantry. Azure dragons. Good against mounted, has a ranged weapon. Holy upkeep. We would have lots. Jade dragons unlocked there. We'd have quite a few to go through in order to get to that as well. Well, this one's going to be our heavy repeating crossbowman. Easily outmaneuvered, suppression, missile attack. I don't think repeating crossbows are that good, honestly, but I haven't gotten a chance to mess with them much either. And it might be kind of fun to do so. Especially since we have that strategist character. Let's go ahead and issue this. And that way if we get a chance, we can mess with the repeating crossbows. Is the Tiger of Jiandong
We detest you.
going to stand against
This
us?
must end.
He's willing to give me peace, and only at the cost of a wooden dog. This guy must be very desperate at this point. Duchy of Wu Liu Bao Zhengyan. Yeah, I'm not giving you peace because you haven't made peace with my ally yet.
You reject our generosity?
I mean, it was very generous for Dongmin, I must admit. I mean, that's probably one of the most generous offerings I think I've ever seen Dongmin offer. I am impressed. Haha, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Did I not? Did we not call it? We did call it. I knew the tiger would get desperate because he's full of empty threats. He really has nothing. This is going to be a little bit risky because some of my units are going to get fairly damaged here, but I don't want him to be able to bring in reinforcements.
It could end no other way. This place is ours now.
I now control the entirety of this province. I think we're going to need this. Demolish. Does a toolmaker give me income from industry? So this building is not useful. That is not what I want either. Okay. And what is this toolmaker? 400, but it gives me more trade influence. 500, but more reserve capacity. Probably just go for the income. So we have the toolmaker. You're not at war with Liu Yao. Who's
This
the
better
tiger
be
at
worth
war
my
with?
time.
Dongmin and the Han. Where is he so busy? Does he just have such a crap military force?
Sprout ever upwards.
I'm not ready to offer, and no one's probably likely to take peace terms yet because I haven't dealt their army a major loss.
Strike as one.
Yeah, he's gonna be sorry that he got involved in this. Now this is a bit of a rip-off scenario. I don't know that I have fire arrows. What does the map look like here? Because we do need to play a battle. Yeah, he's gonna get towers, and we're gonna take a lot of damage to the towers.
Towards destiny.
Let's starve these guys out and see if we can force a battle. Maybe they'll even send some reinforcements.
I will rid China.
I don't have any characters available for assignments, unfortunately. I guess we'll go ahead and push the salt mine. We gotta force an engagement somewhere and win a decisive victory. Let's see. 100% food production. Livestock farms. Income from industry. Public order. Could do a grain storage. Not going to be a huge benefit to me. Patrols would also boost public order while feasibly giving me a better garrison, but it costs me a lot of upkeep. Plus 40 military supplies, 90 upkeep, 45, 60. Plus 10% income from all sources. It's faction-wide. Chin has the best income too. 30% income, 160 by 3. Yeah, that'd be pretty good income to add to here. For only 8 upkeep. It's not going to help with any other situation, but it does gain us some prestige. See if we can give this guy some accessory that will please him. Okay. Let's see if the tiger or the pacifists show up.
I would ask this of you.
I'm already giving away most of my stuff, so I'm gonna kindly say no for now. Kongi. Ah, the pacifist. Not himself, but his forces wishing to come out and do battle with me. Won't be much of a battle, but we'll take it. And at least it means that we've ended an episode with some
our minds
significant land gains.
From action, victory.
We're expending quite a lot more funds,
Fire and fury.
but it should be worth it in the end.
Now, China watchers!
Yeah, okay, I hear you
Fight in
screaming.
her name!
That's good. I heard you. Oh man, I gotta go fix my debug camera. I always miss it when I don't have it. Let's get our infantry set up. Let's go shielded units.
Spears to hand! Take heed, warriors! Spearmen!
Alright, I'm gonna go shielded units up front.
Raise spears!
I'm gonna back these guys up with G infantry. Couple bowmen to do some work up front. Toggle the skirmish. Group my leaders. And let's get my cavalry ready to go. Ah, it's so much harder to control without the debug cam. I feel like CA really just needs to make the debug cam an option. Okay, let's bring up our group. Saber militia, saber infantry, so that's their captain. They have a good amount of cavalry on the flanks, but I have a lot of G infantry and spears on the flank, so I'm actually going to run my cavalry in the center, along with my leaders, and I'm going to kind of ignore their cavalry on the flank. And I actually have an idea.
Ready to fight?
Let's actually, hang on, back up.
Mounted soldiers!
Charge. Okay, never mind. Attack! Take a nasty charge over here, but I've got quite a lot of spearmen to help hold it off. Let's just get braced over here. Put a quick charge there, fall back. Oh, those poor axemen are gonna get disintegrated. Nope. The enemy cavalry called off its charge at the last second. Okay, that cavalry has been bogged down. Let's pull back out of that fight. Swing in and surround. Yeah, this is working. Rear charge here.
Steel yourselves!
this be a nice angle of attack for you all. Swing this around. Enemy cavalry should now be trapped. Cleaned up that enemy cav.
Spearmen, stand ready. Do not relent.
Spearmen go on the attack. G infantry.
Mounted soldiers!
Cycle charge.
Look, the enemy run! Craven! Nothing can harm me!
Alright.
Cavalry!
Thought I told you to circle around.
Hold up!
Oh boy, this isn't good. We just let this cavalry unit get loose out of that fight. I'll send someone in pursuit.
Do not relent! Cavalry! Mount up!
Let's go help clean up that cavalry unit.
To attention, archers!
Let's come back this way. Ooh, you're gonna get hit by a regrouped cavalry here. That's gonna hurt.
Ready! Fight! Make ready! At the ready!
Ready.
Attack!
Let's get over here and start clobbering this G infantry captain.
Feel the fury of the earth.
So we can lay down some hurt.
March at the double. Strike. Show no mercy.
There we go.
Cavalry!
Cleaned up that cavalry unit. Turn this train around.
Warriors are running! Ha!
Move out quickly!
Okay, it's gonna be a pretty clean victory. And it should be. There were no enemy leaders here to cause us any real damage. There we go.
You have improved in my estimations!
That ought to be a total rout. No.
Attend!
There's a mounted saber militia here that still wants a piece.
Strike!
Everything else has routed.
At the ready!
There we go. So the first victory for Cao Pi. And it's a decisive one. I don't know how it's that decisive. I mean, that honestly wasn't a very good army that we were up against. Yeah, it had 6 cavalry units, but it had more than enough to contain 6 cavalry units. This is a rush army. It's going to make it quite bad in certain scenarios.
Authority has been restored. To action!
So we will take the replenishment for the time being. Man, another vassal. Holy mackerel. Oh my goodness, Liu Bei vassalized our ally. Yeesh.
Towards destiny!
Wow, our allies in the
Each
north
victory brings
have
stability to the realm.
disappeared.
We must lay foundations if we are to rebuild.
This could leave us... Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, we no longer have any allies. All of them were vassalized by... by Liu Bei.
Glad tidings to you.
Ha! They're like, no, no. That seems a little too easy. Oh boy. Yeah, that is quite a little military alliance to the north of me. This doesn't leave me with a lot of options. Let's see, Yuan Tan is vassalized as well. These guys have vassalized everybody. I can't believe Zhang Yan gave in to them. He had good territory. He was at war with Gong Sun Zan though, and probably didn't have a lot of choices. And confederating or vassalizing to Liu Bei. Yeah, a bunch of crap. I wonder if we could vassalize some of these factions. How are they getting these people to
Make it
vassalize
quick.
so well? Really? I mean, they're just vassalizing everybody and their dog in this one little weak faction? No. Never. In fact, not no. Never. Really? How do they pull this off? I do not understand. Alright, folks, well, they don't hate me. They're not at war with me. They're quite friendly, in fact. If we can keep it that way. But if they run out of people to fight, they're going to come looking for me. Because I'm their next target to the south. Which means that we kind of need to clean up Mr. Tiger of Jiandong.
Focus your range.
And get him to a very destitute state. I say that we've gained some important territory here. Hasn't been much for large battles, but territory, yes.
In time,
We've built another
they will
army,
thank
and
us
we're
with-
regaining some of the income that we lost
I answer
to
your
training that
request.
army. And if we pick up this copper mine and then consolidate this, the copper mines here, if we can consolidate this province, this should give us some very nice income from industry. And like I said, hopefully we've shut up the tiger for the time being. Because we're going to have bigger fish to fry, I think, at some point. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the episode. That's all I have for now. HeirofCarthage signing out, and I will see you again soon.